China's fourth aircraft carrier has solved a technical problem. The news is exciting from the official. Then this one, could it be our nuclear-powered warship? And the results were amazing. Follow our country's first large aircraft carrier, Fujian, the crucial stage of entering the sea market. Ardent military fans are once again setting their sights on the upcoming fourth state-built aircraft carrier. The heart of the controversy is whether this aircraft carrier will hug in power. Before that, there are new Hong Kong military fans who are curious about this. Secretly ask questions to the official, worried about the fourth aircraft carrier. Technical problems were encountered during construction. The official responded readily that there were no technical problems, although no direct answer was given. But a strong signal has been sent. It shows that we are fully capable of creating and power aircraft carrier. Some brothers may ask, can our power technology match that of the West? Some people even think that the latest Ford class in the United States, even the slightly older Nimitz class, or the de Gaulle in France, we may not be able to compare. It's okay to think so. Before, our country is really poor in technology. But don't forget the development speed of our country's Navy. It's just earth-shaking. And the speed of technological development has supported the world. Take the event of December 6th last year as an example. Shidao Bay high-temperature gas-cooled reactor and power station successfully passed the national acceptance, becoming the world's first fourth-generation nuclear power plant. This marks our country and technology field made an amazing leap. The first generation of nuclear reactors from the 20th century. In the 1990s, the second generation of nuclear reactors emerged. It took us 30 years, and jumping from the second generation to the fourth generation, it only took us another 20 years or so, while making tremendous progress in the field of technology. It also indicates that our country has created and motivated the possibility of an aircraft carrier, benefit from the fourth generation and reaction, heat technology. Our future aircraft carrier powertrain will be more advanced than any other aircraft carrier. That's not an exaggeration. Think about it. The high-temperature gas-cooled reactor used in Shidao Bay and then the power station. Just know, this will never happen. Destroyed a reactor. 4 generations and 6 reactors. The safest one. Our 4th generation high-temperature gas-cooled reactor. There are 2 more great places. Low cost and high efficiency. On the one hand, through modularity and standardized design, lower the cost. On the other hand, heat coolant is used. This may have strong thermal conductivity, high heat transfer efficiency, produces more energy than old-fashioned and reactors, 100 to 300 times more. Our 4th generation high-temperature gas-cooled reactor can give aircraft carrier workers more powerful motivation, and more than any country's nuclear reactor, including at the old Manafort class. Type pressurized water and reactor are both advanced. Therefore, with the world's leading nuclear reactor technology, our aircraft carrier is fully capable of this. So the next thing to focus on is how to make. And does it really need to be built? About how to make. To understand how to put a nuclear reactor on an aircraft carrier, not an easy task. There are many details and technical challenges to consider. It requires careful design and construction. How do we put that advanced 4th generation high temperature gas-cooled nuclear reactor, or those earlier dark technologies, integrate into the aircraft carrier powertrain? It has become the focus of everyone's attention. Fortunately, this is what we expected. China's 4th aircraft carrier. Will it be equipped with a power system? If true adoption and motivation, what kind of game change would that bring? In fact, about what we did on our own. The world's first 4th generation reactor. We've already done this in other fields. Lay the groundwork in advance, rather than originally intended for use on aircraft carriers. Last year happened to be the 4th generation nuclear in Shidao Bay, when the power station acceptance is passed. Jiangnan shipyard also broke a lot of news. They want to build the world's first and powered ship. Container ship. This stunned the guys in the West. The Hawks have not yet completed the 4th generation and the reactor. We not only got it done, it's also going to be used on civilian ships. Is this operation too hard-hearted? Not to mention how shocked the foreigners were. This plan broke out at Jiangnan shipyard, but I'm determined to do it. It's called 24AT. The plan is to build a 400-meter-long ship. Total area up to 24,000 square meters, with a full displacement of 240,000 tons. Big Macs and powered container ships. I am moved by these data and project code names. Let's use Kun, the Divine Beast, to describe and power container ships. It can be seen how ambitious Jiangnan shipyard is. Eka 24A, it's still the 4th generation chicken lava. Power technology, although this technology is similar to the 4th generation of high temperatures in Shidao Bay and the power station. Gas-cooled reactor technology is not the same thing. But it can also promote our country to make great progress in the field of nuclear power. With such a technological foundation, our dream of building a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, it will come true. The Navy bosses replied earlier that the 4th aircraft carrier is currently under construction. It is likely to be suitable for motivation. It seems a bit fanciful to think so. After all, Fujian built these 3 conventionally powered aircraft carriers, just launched not long ago. Now we need a Type 4 with power. No one has this speed. But this is not without merit. Take the aforementioned beach. 2 4AP can powered container ships come to attention. The captain of 400 meters. 240,000 tons of displacement. Environmental protection for all active aircraft carriers. Since we have the ability to build this kind of power wheel. Can build a slightly smaller nuclear aircraft carrier. Shouldn't be a problem. And with the 4th generation and awesome technology, the power and speed of this nuclear aircraft carrier might let the Ford class go. Our country, already in Stone Island Bay and the power station. The first to deploy the powerful 4th generation high temperature, gas-cooled reactor. This is indeed a breakthrough for our country in the field of nuclear power. Lay a solid foundation. Let's get this straight. And the power aircraft carrier is not far away from us. According to the reply of the Navy's senior management not long ago, the 4th aircraft carrier is currently under construction. It is likely to be upgraded to a nuclear-powered warship. Sounds a bit like science fiction, doesn't it? Especially the Type 3 Fujian ship. This guy has only been in service for a few years. We are about to welcome a new member. Type 4 is still a power battleship. Listen to the Night of Truth. But there's evidence to support it. Repeatedly, the previous 2-4AP project, NACO and powered container ships involved, with a depth of 400 meters and a full displacement of 240,000 tons. The active aircraft carrier has been knocked down. So if we can steer and power the ship, that one is of the same level. Even smaller and more powerful carriers should be a piece of cake too, shouldn't it? Bless the local chicken lava and the Journal of Reactor Technology 2-4AP project. That's super fast, America. Ford-class aircraft carriers don't know how many streets. Jiangnan Shipyard. This shipbuilding boss is famous for building aircraft carriers. Fujian Jianbu is a local person. Now they're gearing up, preparing to build 2-4AP and powered container ships. So that's huge. We can safely guess the construction of 2-4AP. In fact, it is for our new model and aircraft carrier. That is, the 4 types play the front battle. Got it. We are fully capable of building the lower part of the aircraft carrier, just to figure out when it will be built. Or to put it another way, does the 4.0 boat need to be on and powered? Rumors of our country. It is possible to build 2 aircraft carriers at once. And the age of powered aircraft carriers may be sooner than you think. Is this true? Let's wait and see. We in China have already compared the old United States. Got that bullshit done. Soaring 4th generation and reactors. And not only that, this thing. And it's what we use to drive that weight. Class and powered civilian big guy. 240,000 ton ship. This is completely confirmed. We have the ability to build nuclear aircraft carriers. Remember not so long ago? Exist. The Linglong No 1 small reactor in Hainan, right? That thing is the same as those 4W in Old Beauty. It's much smaller than a reactor. Directly explains how we miniaturize nuclear reactors. The ability to stuff it into an aircraft carrier is real. Now the suspense is down to the last one. Will our brand new 4-line aircraft carrier make a big move? Usage and motivation. This answer might make. And the whole world was shocked. The 4 elements are likely to be related to power. The owner must ask. Our 3-line Fujian Jiangdong comes out of water every 2 years. Is this the same as the aircraft carrier we built? At least wait until the 5 elements. But don't forget that time is only part of the reason. And there's Fujian built as our country's first domestic aircraft carrier. It is still a mature and stereotyped super large aircraft carrier. Investing heavily in 50 billion made him. You can't just build one target. It must be built according to Fujian and do the same 4 lines. Find an output for the cost. Then consider developing and building new aircraft carriers. Now, although Jiangnan Shipyard is indeed preparing an aircraft carriers, but those are the next 5 elements. And the 4 types that everyone pays attention to. It's not their project. Instead, it is the dish of Dalian Shipyard. The previous Liaoning and Shandong ships. It's all their masterpieces. It seems that they haven't shown the peace plane yet. Other shipbuilding skills. Military experts have come forward to say, Type 4 aircraft carrier. Impossible reasons for motivation. But considering that we are in local chicken, lava, development and mastery of reactor and power technologies, it is expected to be applied to future aircraft carriers. There's no question about that. However, the given cannot be n. Friends of the dynamic point of view seems to have overlooked some clues. Take a closer look. Last year, Dalian Shipyard is a wave of public. Do you have an invite tenders program? A large number of technologies are closely related, and that supercritical radiation test display system, since even the radiation test has been caught. Then Dalian Shipyard. Maybe it's quietly gearing up. What about the ancient island and the aircraft carrier? Maybe it's been quiet for a while. Now may be the critical moment to overcome the difficulties. In addition to the technical aspects, there are 2 other factors to consider. They are involved with each other. One is the problem of industrial overcapacity. The second is the increasingly tense international format. What about industrial overcapacity? The usual approach is to explore external markets, or ignite domestic demand. But the market outside is almost saturated. Countercurrent of globalization. It also makes the external market more and more stubborn day by day. That has to ignite domestic demand. So whole excess production capacity has to go to the military field. This is directly interpreted as our weapon hardware development, manufacturing speed all the way north. New Navy toys make frequent appearances. So here's the problem. This is our thriving arms family. They poke the nerves of Lao Mei and other places a lot. In the end, the international situation is getting tighter and tighter. The situation is tight. The external market is shut down. At this time, we have to accelerate the pace of mobilizing domestic demand. The two layers of overcapacity and international tensions. Let's almost have to get the aircraft carrier out quickly. To summarize the above, subtypes and aircraft carriers are quite possible.